Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this episode of What's Trending. I am the boy Activate. This episode is brought to you by Payjack. Download the Payjack app on both the Apple Play Store and Google Play Store. Use it to buy your airtime, use to send money. Charlie, it is free for now, so you guys can just download the app and then send your money to your loved ones. You can send money to me as well. Ladies and gentlemen, on Twitter, there's a woman who has registered her displeasure on the services on the Ghana Water Works company, and I think we need to talk about it because it is, I feel it is abysmal. It is abysmal. She came onto Twitter and what she said really took me, because I've actually passed through the same experience before, and it's pathetic to like pass through that kind of experience. I want to laugh. I don't want to laugh because I feel like, you see, those from the diaspora, when they come into this country, they don't preach to them about the bad side of this country, They just give them the front version of the country, Hey, Ghana is a peaceful country. Hey, Ghana is a this. Hey, Ghana is a that and that and what not, So they are privy to some of the informations. They don't know, the bad aspect of Ghana until they enter the country and purchase apartments over here. And then now the situations, they hit them. You understand? This lady was at her home, and then a personnel from Ghana Water Works company just showed up at her house, asked for bills. And mind you, she hasn't gotten water for, I think she said she hasn't gotten water for some time now, and they have not been using the pipe, right? So her anger is them showing up to her house to collect bills while she has not used their services. And then the guy was like, he's going to cut their services. If they don't pay, he's going to cut the services. Ladies and gentlemen, watch the video.
Ghana Water Authority, you should be ashamed of yourself. So when an employee of the water company comes around this morning, very aggressive in his delivery, telling us he needs to disconnect our water. My husband tries to explain to him, hey, we haven't had water since we've lived here. In fact, if we don't get water delivered, that means we wouldn't have running water. Oh, he's refusing to hear anything. We have an outstanding balance and he's come to disconnect. Y'all, please help me understand. How exactly can you have an outstanding balance on something that you've never used? Instead of him coming here with the intent to solve the issue, he came ready for war. Maybe this approach would have been a little bit better. Hi, the purpose of my visit today is I have a notice to disconnect. You listen to the issue of your customer. Then your response should be, I apologize, this inconvenience has been your reality. Let me schedule a technician to come out right away to see the source of the issue. That would have been a better approach. Not coming up in somebody's space acting like you ain't got no sense. Refusing to hear anything anybody got to say like we done took your paycheck and ran away with it. Coming to disconnect a water line that's already dried up like a raisin is diabolical to me. So yeah, he just disconnected a water supply that was never supplying to begin with. Let's talk about it.
I personally feel this is abysmal. Like, this has happened to me before. I called Ghana Water Company and then they told me that I'm owing an outstanding debt of like blah 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 blah. And meanwhile, I haven't used this thing. I haven't used water. I've just been calling for those your friend is saying polytank yeah, I've been calling them. This is abysmal. Like, you need water to bath. You wake up 4 a.m. and then there's no water. The tap is not flowing. Like, how, bro? How did we get here? Well, this is really sad. Like, honestly, this is really sad. Like, I'm not gonna lie. She's from the diaspora, so I understand her pain. I mean, we over here, we are, somehow, we know about how these things go, and so we are used to it. But she's from the States, and even anyway, the funny me fast, like, because you are coming, you didn't make any research, you didn't make any background research, Charlie. You relax, wait. He left the doomsaw part. The doomsaw will hit you. Say this one, yeah, Ghana Water Works, it be normal. The doomsaw part will happen very soon. You go understand. Hey, this country. Nah, bro. Well, when this was posted, it gathered some comments. I have some comments here, and I'd like to read some of the comments to you. This is from Maxie. He said, "This country really stressed her." Now, if you know this woman, she has been venting her spleens on Twitter, to be specific. She has been venting her spleens on there. She has been venting her spleens on them more often, Yeah, this is from the African. The company is just incompetent. They are overbilled. They overbilled me 2 years ago, and They overbilled me 2 years ago, and up until now, the bill has not been resolved, even though I keep going to the office to follow up. This is from Bobo Deals also. I said, the other side of living in Africa that you were not told about. This is from, oh, Charlie, he said, she not see anything yet. We pay, but the water no flow for house for like 1 year. This exactly what I'm saying. People are just registering their displeasure on the Ghana Water Works Company. I feel like the government should take control over it, and I feel like the government should do something about it, because like we can't keep in living like this. Like, bro, how, bro, how? Big 2025, no water. Come on, bro. This is from Mr. Sapo. Say, Ohema, ahanom no, sa no mo yo. Aha, near America. Exactly. This place is not America, bro. If you think you're in your comfort zone, pack your things and run away. Yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, there you have it in the comment section. A lot of people were registering their displeasure concerning situations with the Ghana Water Works Company. Even the ECG no come yet, but I will talk about that in subsequent bulletins. Ladies and gentlemen, this episode was brought to you by Payjack. We out.